Hey! As you know, last autumn I completed the first book in my graphic novel series, The Eclipse Project. And in honor of her first birthday, I'm gonna try animating the full trailer for the story. I made an attempt last year, which is this janky trailer I made using TikTok editor. So I'm gonna try and use this one as a storyboard. It had some charm to it, so I'm thinking just to clean her up a bit. What I lacked in skill and supplies, I made up for in hiring a voice actor for the role of Rhocera and composing a score from scratch in GarageBand. Now, having completed my first year studying animation, I feel a lot more confident that I can make something better. So I mapped out some simple animation ideas to replace the static images that I cut together in the original. Using Adobe Premiere Rush, I timed out each section to come up with this rough map. So before drawing, I wanted to put some of my degree to use and build a 3D set of the palace, which is where most of the book takes place, as well as a room for the wedding scenes. I used Maya because Blender still confuses me and I'm just not that girl yet. I have a couple concepts of the palace already, so it was really cool to kind of see it come to life. So now we have the base for the bedroom and the balcony. So basically what I'm going to do is shape it into its like semicircle shape, and then build the railings and stuff like that. I probably should make it modular, but again, I just kind of want general shapes. One of my favorite parts of 3D rendering is setting up a scene with lights and cameras. I played around with different materials and colors to get the mood I was looking for. I then rendered some shots at different angles that I thought could work for the animations. So, I use Procreate to draw out my keyframes on different layers and then turn on Animation Assist to begin filling in the gaps. You might have seen the Book 2 teaser I made, which was actually my first time making a dynamic animation, so I'm definitely still very new to this, but by the end of this project, I definitely found a flow and developed a process that worked for me. This is just kind of the bounds. And when animating, that's going to be my foreground layer so it stays static. And then I'm basically going to make a bunch of individual layers with the flow pattern. So I've already drawn like one. So this can be a group. And it's basically like this. It's basically like that. Okay, I think I did it. Let's see. So this one's the main body and this one's the little flick. And then it needs more to the scene, and I tried to do clouds, but they're moving so fast. So I tried to slow them down and they're just like jittery and nonsensical. Also, I don't like how they're like soft and realistic because that's not the vibe I'm trying to achieve. So then I remembered the clouds are meant to be orange in this scene anyway, and I made them static, but just like, I forgot the word, like crunchy. And this works so much better, and I added this cityscape in the background to fill out the depth, and yeah, it's perfect. Let's go, let's go. Procreate can be so tedious, especially when adding layers, as you have to create a mini group for each layer of detail you add, which just adds on to an already exhausting process. My line art game could really use some work because I just get caught up in making sure the frames flow well that by the time I'm done, I don't even want to look at it anymore. Usually, there's an extra step where all of this is cleaned up, but much like my OC Rhocera, I can't take it! As I finished each section, I slotted in for the video and adjusted the timings according to the audio. The original trailer is in a 9:16 ratio, so I imported the book snippets and made them larger for the montage section. They look so much better this way. I also made some still images to save time. They will have a slow pan animation attached to not disrupt the flow of movement. Then I added finishing touches with transitions and coloring, and we were ready for the final result. Enjoy!
Tensions between sapiens and humans are high. I mean, it makes sense. Ever since the shift, no one really knows where they stand, but I want to believe there's a chance for peace like what I found. I thought I escaped the suffocation of their expectations, but lately, I find myself feeling that way about him.
I told you he will never understand you. Humans see us as a threat. The only way to get them to listen is to riot.
You snuck into our family and ruined the bloodline.
You can't keep running away.
I feel like I'm losing control. I can't take it!
Ro? Ro, are you good?
Maybe this feeling is a product of love.
This was so fun to do, and I honestly don't know how or why I decided to complete this in like 7 days, but yeah. My favorite section is Rhocera's breakdown. I don't know why I put this girl through so much. I'm thinking maybe I can come back to this each year and check my progress. Hopefully next year it will be more focused on book 2, but either way, I'm gassed. A normal person would say,
"This project took so much out of me, I'm gonna take a break."
But obviously, I'm not normal. I am plotting and scheming some new animation products for you, so that's something for you to look forward to. But for now, bye! Thanks for watching.